Hi, Carolyn Southwell here. This morning I am answering questions about the human design basics that have come in from clients and students at humandesignbasics.com.au, where all the online courses are held. So today's question is from Alice, who says, how important is it to know about the other human design types? Great question. So I think it is super important because you are not living in a world with everyone who is just like you. So there is a very good chance that if you look up the charts of your partner, children, business besties, best friend, parents, if you live with them or you spend a lot of time with them, especially if you want to understand how you've been conditioned, anyone who you are in close, meaningful relationship with. I look up all of my clients' charts, obviously, but even if I didn't have human design as the forefront of my work, even if the main part of my work was EFT, then I would still be looking up their human design charts because it helps me to better understand how they're operating in the world and where they're doing things that are productive and counterproductive. So my personal belief that it is super important to learn about the other types. Now, if you look up the charts of your nearest and dearest loved ones, the ones who you are in most, meaningful contact on a regular basis, and you only learn about their human design types, their type, strategy, and inner authority as a starting place, and you never look up, say, well, let's use a reflector as an example, because reflectors are only about 1.5% of the population. If you don't have a reflector in your inner circle of your closest people that you spend the most time with, then it's not going to be a high priority for you to understand a reflector unless you're just totally fascinated, in which case you're probably going to be studying human design as much as I do. But if you do have a reflector as a parent, a child, a sibling, one of your nearest friends, then it's going to be super helpful to understand a little bit about them, even the very, very, very basics. What does their type mean? What is their strategy for them to be in flow? And how are they designed to make decisions according to their inner authority? If they're the only things that you understand about other people from a human design perspective and how they're different from you, it will massively help your relationships with the people who are important to you, because you'll understand how you're similar to them and how you're different to them. And it's often in our differences within relationships that create the most conflict. So if you can see that you are designed to make decisions differently to your partner, or you are designed to enter relationships differently than your mother or your daughter, then this is going to help hugely in terms of strengthening those relationships and better understanding, accepting, and loving each other.